Hello, I'm an internet weirdo. Richard, if you weren't already aware. A recent session with my therapist has left me spinning for the last couple of days. For a while I've been feeling this distance between myself and my friends. Really just people my age in general. The eternal struggle of the American millennial is coming to terms with the fact that all the promises of white-collar jobs with fat paychecks and no responsibilities were actually just smoke and vapor. And I just so happened to have attended a high school with that was just steeped in the worst types of academic narcissism and these dog-eat-dog competitive attitudes surrounding grades and test scores and who takes the hottest girl to that homecoming that seemed so important at the time. Boy, academia was just not for me. Just not. But after 10 years of life as a starving artist, writing when I can, working shitty jobs, doing whatever I have to, figuring out how best to take the things that I want to do and try to monetize them as best I can and fill in the rest with whatever odd jobs I can find. After 10 years, I'm okay. I feel good. Actually, I'm okay with where I am. And when I got done laying all that out, talking about my friends and what they're going through and this distance that's been forming, my therapist looks at me and says, "Rich, it's because you're happy." Fuck, man, I didn't even know I was happy. Oh. Everyone around me shudders at the thought of us pushing 30. But honestly, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for where this channel is going to be in a year. I'm excited for what I'm going to be writing in a year. I'm excited for what I will be doing 1 year from now. And then 2 years, and then 5 years, and then 20 years. I'm excited to see what I will have done by then. And that makes me excited for the future. And I mean, yeah, of course, I wish I was selling more books. I wish that I had more subscribers. Of course I do. But I know that I'm headed in the right direction on both of those accounts. There's no wiggle room. I just am. I'm doing the right thing for what I want to do. And there's no question about it. But it's strange to look back on my own actions and my own emotional state and realize that essentially I was doing all the individual parts of being happy without actually realizing that I was happy. Which is a trip, man. I think I may have been especially lucky in that I always knew what I wanted to do. Like, I always knew that I wanted to be a writer. There are probably photographs of me as a kid floating around my mom's attic somewhere where you can see me with my first notebook that I was scribbling stories into. Just random things that I thought of. Just fun stories about it and adventures about characters and traveling to different universes. And yeah, it was bad, but I started early. And that's more than some people can say about what they, the things that ended up mattering to them. Well, for a brief period, I did want to be an aerospace engineer, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I always knew that writing was what I would come back to. I knew, no matter how much time had passed, how many days I spent working a 9 to 5, whether I got married, whether I had kids, I always knew, no matter how much time and energy had been spent on anything else, I would come back and somehow end up in front of a keyboard, making stories about rockets and spacemen. And I guess I feel lucky in that, to just know what I was gonna do. And so I prioritized that. I said, that's the thing I'm going to shoot for directly. No ifs, ands, buts, or tangents. I am going to take that thing that I want to do, and I am going to go there, and only there. Granted, the lack of wife and kids was not entirely intentional. I actually would have liked to have those by now, but I did lose a good chunk of my prime dating years to the pandemic and bad choices. I just felt like I could save her. Sorry, what were we talking about? Me being happy? Not mother, father, grandfather are you. Be not another, be the self I signed in your blood. I swarm your flesh with you, seek that, and finding, be what no one else can be. I'm sorry, did you think you were going to get out of this video without a quote by Ray Bradbury? How naive, friends. How naive. So go forth, you particular bundle of neurons and synapses which can never be repeated and will never exist at any other time or place. Go forth and find whatever it is that will allow you to look yourself in the eye, or in the mirror, whatever you prefer, and say to yourself, I have done enough. I have done what I could with the time that I had. That's what I did. And I still somehow managed to stumble ass backwards into being happy, so, you can definitely accomplish it. And while you do that, I have a story to finish about armless Greek ghosts and the continuing adventures of the Steel Jackal Mercenary Company. So wish me luck, and I wish you the same.